Hi, greetings, fellow mystery fans. Well, time for another look at another episode of season 2 of Veronica Mars, and today we're going to be looking at Rat Saw God. So, let's take a look at it. Veronica waits with Keith at an election party where tensions are high due to the election being extremely close. Sheriff Lamb is nosing ahead before a man walks up to Lamb and says that he made the anonymous call from the bridge where Felix Toombs was stabbed. Keith loses by a margin of 51% to 49%. After that, we learn that Woody Goodman has been elected mayor. Dick Casablancas hits on Gia Goodman. Ugh. Officers come in and arrest Logan for the murder of Felix Toombs before Veronica goes home and finds Abel Koontz, who was in the latter stages of stomach cancer. He asks her to help him find his daughter Amelia, who has disappeared, and Veronica agrees. Veronica talks to Amelia's old boyfriend, who has not seen her for a while, and Amelia ditched a boyfriend in Europe. Cliff McCormick is appointed to be Logan's lawyer before Veronica asks Cliff to call the numbers on the phone cards that Amelia stole under an alias. Cliff tells Logan that he should get a different lawyer. Veronica finds out that Amelia called from Neptune the previous week. Logan has placed himself with his father, Aaron, who is temporarily being held there before his trial for the murder of Lily Kane. Logan receives bail, but Weevil and his friends are angry about this fact. Veronica breaks into Clarence Wiedeman's office, but he denies any knowledge of the situation. Veronica tracks down Amelia's cousin, Margaret Schnell. On the way back to the Eccles estate, Don Lamb and Logan see that Logan's house is burning. Veronica fakes being a distressed businesswoman in order to track the car that Amelia rented, which was in California 2 days prior. Sheriff Lamb tells Keith about Veronica being taken in for questioning. Veronica tracks Amelia's previous location, which is in a small hotel. Keith confronts Veronica, and Veronica tells him about David Curly Moran. Veronica notices that the signal from one of Amelia's devices is close to hers before finding Amelia dead in an icebox. Ugh. Clarence Wiedemann suddenly appears and says that Amelia showed up again before disappearing later. The man in front of the hotel tells Clarence and Veronica that she came in with a man, and Veronica says she knows who it is. Bum bum bum. Keith interrogates Aaron and threatens him. Veronica and Clarence go into Amelia's boyfriend's room, and Clarence dangles him off a window ledge, but he knows nothing. Weevil and Logan get into a fight at school, partly because of Logan's bail and partly because Logan has just bought Weevil's grandmother's house and kicked her out. Veronica is contacted by Amelia's friend, who says that the killer is actually a man named Carlos. Clarence decides to track down Carlos, despite the fact that he is a diplomat's son. Veronica lies to Abel Koontz about Amelia's fate to spare his feelings before his death. Kate goes inside the police station evidence room to examine the remains of the bus that mysteriously went off a cliff and finds the remains of a rat. Ugh. So anyway, let's take a look at the production of this episode. The episode was written by John Enbaum and Phil Klemmer and directed by Kevin Bray. Rat Saw God marks the 5th writing credit for Enbaum, Klemmer's 7th writing credit, and Bray's first and only directing credit for the series. This was one of Klemmer's favorite episodes of the show that he wrote, writing that, "I think that the scene with Clarence and Veronica getting together was just funny and cool." Both writers wanted the main plot to involve Amelia Delongpre, and Klemmer wrote the subplots. The episode features several guest appearances. Many recurring characters from the first season reappear in the episode, including Abel Koontz, Clarence Wiedemann, and antagonist Aaron Eccles. In addition, Rat Saw God features the second appearance by Gia, who had been absent since Normal is the watchword. The episode also features a cameo appearance by model Kim Stolz. Stolz was awarded the role for winning a small contest while competing on the 5th cycle of America's Next Top Model. Rat Saw God features a cameo by television director Joss Whedon. Veronica Mars has often been compared to Whedon's Buffy the Vampire Slayer, with some even calling it the successor to the latter. Whedon had previously praised the first season on the weblog Whedon-esque, saying that Veronica Mars was the best show ever, and that he never got more wrapped up in a show he wasn't making, and maybe even more than those. Whedon also gave a glowing review of the first season for Entertainment Weekly, writing that Season 1 works as a mystery, comedy, and romantic drama, often simultaneously. What elevates it is that in TV Scape, creepily obsessed with crime solving, BM actually asks why. Upon being asked about Whedon's praise, Jason Dohring, who plays Logan, said in an interview, "It was the buzz of the set. Did you hear what he said about us?" Stuff like that. Director Kevin Smith also did a nice write-up, and what was cool was that they really know their stuff. Their attention to detail regarding Veronica Mars was so cool. You never know if your work will be seen, so to have it seen by someone great, someone you really respect, that's so cool. Though if I'd known they were acting, I would have been a lot more nervous. Series creator Rob Thomas contacted Whedon over the previous summer, and Whedon agreed to do a cameo. The episode's title refers to Rats Saw God, a novel by series creator Rob Thomas. Despite being credited, Wallace, Jackie, and Cassidy Beaver Casablancas do not appear. But don't worry, I know we'll be seeing them later on. So overall, this is a pretty darn good episode, and yeah, it is kind of a bummer that Keith lost the sheriff's race and all the things happened with Amelia, but other than that, there's really not much else going on, and I wish it could have moved forward the main plot of the season just a little bit, but I'm pretty sure we'll get to that in the next episode. So anyway, tune in tomorrow as we take a look at Nobody Puts Baby in a Corner. And overall, I give Rat Saw God 3 out of 5 marshmallows. So, until tomorrow, remember everyone, the game's afoot.